Yo boys, what's going on? It's your boy. I'm back here again with another video. Guys, today we'll be talking about money, boys. Money, cash, and why it's garbage, why it's complete trash, and why you shouldn't give a fuck about it. Or you should give a fuck about it, but you shouldn't let it run your life. You need to run that bullshit. Because it's fucking dumb. Money, guys, cash, it's fucking stupid. It doesn't exist, it's fucking retarded, and let me talk about it. So, of course, if we talk about money, right? The physical world, we're talking about what it can bring us, right? Oh, but I have to go work to get money to pay for my stuff, right? So yes, of course it has some value, obviously, like in the physical world, like it matters. But let me talk about why it doesn't really matter or why it doesn't even exist and you're just worried about some bullshit that doesn't even exist. So first of all, what is money, right? So essentially what money is, it's like a way of exchange for goods or services, right? Between one individual to another, etc., etc. You guys get the process. So essentially money right now, which was supposed to be pinned, right, currency, fiat money, is supposed to be pinned into a hard currency, like an asset, which should have been gold, right? You have the gold reserve, that's where the dollar, right, is pinned to. And all the other world currencies, except for maybe like a couple, are pretty much pinned to the dollar. So essentially, the whole world economy, right? All the currencies in the world, they're essentially backed by the Federal Reserve, right? That's what it was supposed to be. However, Federal Reserve now, they overprinted money. The fucking US government overprinted money. They've been printing that shit left, right, and center. It's a fucking pyramid scheme, guys. A crazy pyramid scheme. So now, technically, money, fiat currency, is not really backed by anything, right? There's nothing that backs it. There's no asset behind it. That's why inflation happens. That's why, the money that you're holding onto is just constantly going down. So the only way to really combat this, right, is to buy assets instead. So buy gold, I guess some crypto, houses, Pokemon cards, whatever the fuck, anything that has some value. Now, this is the point I don't want to talk about, because I don't want to talk to you guys about the whole like government and and the whole like how money works. Like that's not the point of this video. That was just like a quick explanation about why money is fucking bullshit, right? So the real reason why money is bullshit is because we have to think about it in like a more spiritual sense. What even is money, right? Let's ignore the dollars. Let's talk about just assets now, right? Because we talked about how paper money, fiat, is bullshit. But let's talk about how gold is bullshit as well. Think about it. Gold is a piece of rock. It's a piece, right? Gold? It's a piece of rock. Why do we care about it? Like, why do we give a fuck about gold? If you think about it, it's a piece of gold. It's a piece of, like, what value does it have? Okay, it has some values, right? Like, okay, like in, or like silver, right? Batteries, gold you can also use like in chips and stuff. So it has some value. But it doesn't have as much value as we really put it on it, right? The only value that gold really has is the name, the gold. It's gold. Wow. Like back in the days, the kingdoms, the kings, they had their gold crown, gold, right? It's the word behind it. It's the energy behind the word that has meaning. That's why gold is valuable, is because of the importance that we put behind it. But if you take a step back and think about it, you're like, it's a fucking piece of rock. Who gives a fuck? It's a piece of rock. It's a mineral. Who gives a fuck? Why don't we give more value to other things? Why isn't a tree more valuable than gold? A tree is more alive than a fucking piece of gold, than a piece of rock, right? Why don't we give more value to, like, just animals, for example? Animals can breathe. Animals have, like, souls in it, right? I mean, I guess, well, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but you guys get the point. The point is that gold, right, assets are based on the importance and the value that we put behind them. So that's why I'm saying that all of this shit doesn't really matter. It matters in the system, right? Because the system runs based on these values that we collectively agree upon. But if you take a step back and think individually, this is fucking bullshit. It doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if I'm gonna die, all this physical shit is not gonna come with me. So it's fucking stupid, right? So that's the first thing I want you guys to like really try and like understand. or really put your mind across is that all these physical things that has value, it doesn't really have value. It just has value because the system says that it has value. You guys get what I'm saying? And what's the point of this video? Like, okay, yeah, cool, but we still need those assets. We still need the money. We still need to play by the system. You're right. You still need to play by the system. However, the thing that I need you guys to understand is stop putting so much importance in just money and physical things in general. Yes, you need it to live, but it shouldn't be the primary thing going through your mind. The primary resource, the primary thing that you need to really acquire and become the best version of yourself, it's not fucking money. It's not fucking assets, none of that. It's finding your purpose. It's finding who you are in this earth, why you are here, and what does it mean in your life, what you want to do in your life. Your objectives, your goals, who you are, all of this. When you find that out, when you find out all of these things, then all of this materialistic bullshit, all this physical shit will come to you with no effort. Now, I don't mean no effort like you're just gonna sit around and not do shit and it's just gonna come to you. No, I don't mean that. I mean like when you're focused, you're locked in to your objectives, to the things you actually want to do, and not just, oh, I want to be rich. Why do I want to be rich? Because it's trendy, it's popular, and that's what everybody wants to do, so I'm gonna do that too. Rich for what? If your goal is aligned with becoming rich, aka, oh, you know what? My goal is to travel the world in fancy villas, right? If that's what your goal is, then the money, right, or the assets or whatever the fuck society, pins it to, will magically appear to you and come to you. So that's why I'm saying, a lot of times, if you're wishing for something, don't wish for money, because money is fucking bullshit. It's fictional. It does not exist. It's just a thing that the society created to pin exchange for goods or services. The real money, the real value comes down to you, to what you believe you are, to who you are as a person, and to what your objectives and goals are in this lifetime. When you can find that out, everything else that you will ever need physically will come to you. That's why I'm saying that focusing solely on money, oh, I need at least 10,000. That means we're gonna make at least 10,000 a day today, is bullshit. If one day the bank calls, right, do like an announcement on TV like, yo guys, from tomorrow on, all the money in the world is not gonna be worth anything. We're doing like a reset. We're resetting everything, all the currencies, everything is going to zero. So all the money you grinded your whole life for, everything, is just gonna be gone just like that. And it could happen. It hasn't happened. Why? Because, it takes maybe centuries, for financial systems to change. But things changes eventually, right? We went from copper to, from just changing animals, right? Changing, goods for goods, to copper, to silver, to gold, to currency. Things change. We're probably gonna go to crypto, right? Very soon. Digital currency. So assets will change, right? Currency will change. And it's very important to just not prioritize this, because the way to avoid financial problems in your life is to not think about it. It's to just focus on your goals. Focus on what you actually want to accomplish. Not about the money. You can be poor, have zero money, right, in your bank account, but have a nice crib, right, in I don't know, in Mongolia or whatever, with animals, beautiful girl, chilling, you have kids, right? And that's where the real value is. It's that goal that you want. It's not about how much money you have in your bank account. The money amount will come based on your goals and what you want to achieve. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Like and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. And let me know in the comments if that made sense. And catch you guys next time. Peace out.